What's up? 0 people. How you doing? Hopefully some people filter in here, or else it's gonna be a lonely stream, but that's all good. I'm used to it. I got one person. We're gaining fast. One person, what's up? Welcome. Let me know in the chat who you are, where you're at, or whatever details you want to divulge. My name is Dub Digital. I come up on the spot in the internets twice a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time ish. I talk about crypto. I talk about a little macroeconomic flavor to crypto, and we have a good time. You comment, I respond, we talk, we look at charts, macro crypto charts, I guess. Bitcoin dominance, we're going to go over that. We're going to go over the macro chart of Bitcoin. We're going to go over total DeFi market cap. We're going to go over total 3, which is all the money wrapped up in Bitcoin. In cryptocurrencies minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now I got 3 people. Wow. Blessed. I'm blessed. How are you guys feeling? Oh, yeah. And if you're on X, follow me on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, follow me on X. But I've been, getting a little more love over at X. But I think YouTube has more functionalities live streaming wise. But, I think X will catch up in time. Let me share and shill my stuff real quick. We've been having some pretty big streams lately. It varies. Last one was like what, 140? That was a lot of people. Let's check this out. Come check me out. Dub Digital. It's at Dub Digital with 2 U's, so it's Dub Digital. But that's what we're running with, And then also, before I get into the nitty gritty. As many of you already know, I am the head of PR over at PlayerChain, which is a cross-chain, decentralized blockchain gaming infrastructure. It's going to be launching on an Avalanche subnet pretty soon here. So follow, please, at OnPlayer. It's spelled PLYR. You can catch me over there doing some Twitter spaces, interfacing with the people, shaking hands, kissing babies, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff lined up for PlayerChain coming down the pike. Testnet's, I think, a week or so away. Mainnet launch in about a month or so. And there's going to be some pretty cool opportunities if you're in the know and stay aware. It's going to be potentially an airdrop, right? And then also some details being released regarding the nodes, a node opportunity if you like some passive rewards. That's going to be there as well through something called fractionalized nodes or node clusters. So basically making it easier to participate in a node, making sure more people get in on the fun. 5 people, what's good? What's good? You guys good? It's Thursday, man. It's been a long one. Dang. Tell me about it. This week, man, but it's all good. Being busy is a good problem. It's when you're not busy. That's when it gets a little hairy. Yo, Dub, what's good? Nothing much, man. Barian XX. So what's the deal, man, with the Hedera? Last time we talked about Hedera and the money market fund being tokenized on Hedera, which I guess it's related to BlackRock. Now I've seen some articles come out saying, well, it's not directly through BlackRock. Well, I mean, the article never really said it was directly with BlackRock. I think people just kind of read into it, but BlackRock was aware about it. It's a big fund. The assets are, isn't it BlackRock's underlying product? I don't know. Confusing. But HBAR was popping. It's going up hard. It's crazy. CoinDesk and Cointelegraph killed the HBAR pump after it surged more than 100%. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Narratives follow price, right? Like narratives follow the geometry on the chart, but the geometry on the chart is there. That's all you got to worry about. It doesn't matter why. A lot of people think like, oh, it pumped because of this. No, wrong. You got it in reverse. The chart's saying it's going to pump because something. Don't worry about it. I like to think of it as a canary in the coal mine. It's just some PR cover up, whatever they were doing, Cointelegraph. I wouldn't worry about it too much. The chart's there. They twisted the story, making everyone believe it was a partnership just to spread the FUD that it wasn't. It doesn't matter because it got a lot of eyes on H-bar. See, sometimes they say any publicity is good publicity. You know what I mean? At the very worst. I mean, the price is higher than it was before. So, like, what's the price of H-bar right now? We'll look at it real soon. But it's a net gain. And more people have heard about it now than not, right? So that's really what's the good thing about it. But it's not like H-bar lied about anything, so y'all are going hard on H-bar for that. It's not their fault. But still, I'll take it. I'll take it, bro. Still up 40% from before. That's the way you got to look. 7 people, what's good? We're going to get into the heat check real quick. But I got to get some likes. I gotta. I don't ask for your money, but I ask for a like. Can I get a follow? YouTube peeps, can I get a sub? Come on, man. Throw me a bone here. I'm just all up on the internet. Let's see. Heat check time. Let's see what's happening. Bitcoin, it went down to 63,000, I think, yesterday. Now it's 64, 65. It's flirting around. It's seeing a little turbulence, right? Like up, down, 66, 62, 64. It's volatility is incoming. We'll have to see which direction it is, like I said. But even if it goes down, don't get psyched out. I said, we've talked about till time immemorial, right? Like basically in Bitcoin bull runs, a 30% drawdown is typical. We haven't seen 30 yet. 30% would be around 52,000, 50,000, okay? So even if we dropped another 10K, we're still in the okay range for Bitcoin's macro bull cycle. But Dub Digital, I don't like that. Well, yeah, okay, so what? Ain't no one said you had to like everything. Where'd you hear that? Dog. Most of the time, things happen in life that you don't like. It's okay. You don't gotta like it. Just get through it. You know, like it's not gonna feel good all the time. But the sooner you could get okay with like discomfort, the more acquainted you can get with it, the more you could tolerate it, the easier all this is gonna be. Because like it or not, investing doesn't feel good all the time. In fact, it doesn't feel good most of the time. You gotta buy things when things are low. You gotta sell things when things are high. If there's anything that's certain and like concrete in investing, it feels bad most of the time until you get the payout. It's delayed gratification. But let's get back to it. I'm on my high horse. Bitcoin 64,000, Ethereum 3,100, Tether $1. What? Just kidding, man. What's UST up to? You imagine a UST coming back and pegging? That'd be crazy. I haven't even looked at it in a while. Luna Classic, that'd be crazy. BNB $600. That's funny about the Philippines preventing, like, Binance from operating, United States preventing Binance from operating. I couldn't tell. Look at this thing. This thing looks right up towards its all-time highs. So as far as I can tell, like, even if it gives some back, I mean, it should really. I mean, it's been going straight up damn near for, what, a quarter? It can give some back, but look. It's just like reverted back to the all-time high, like got sucked there like a magnet. Oh, that tells me Binance is going to be all right. You see CZ only got like 3 years in prison for a whole bunch of allegedly money laundering. I guess it's not alleged anymore because they got convicted, but I don't know. I'll say allegedly. That's crazy. I mean, it's the cost of doing business, baby. And he's only going to do that time on house arrest with a freaking monitor, ankle monitor. Like, this is gonna be chill. It's gonna be cheese. That's crazy. But Binance gonna be all right. CZ's gonna be all right. I ain't even worried about it. And if Binance is doing all right, that means Luna Classic's gonna be doing all right, because Binance is one of the, there's a program that participants burned down the supply of Luna Classic. Guys don't know, Luna got, the supply got inflated. So a bunch of like entities are coming out trying to burn it down. And that's why there's always a chance of a Luna Classic reversion, back to where it was. And if Luna Classic reverts, then UST Classic will also revert, which would be crazy. Can you imagine millionaires being made off of holding a stable coin? It's not that stable, huh? 20 people, what's good? On the 7-day, bonk up 97%. We're going to go into the 24 because there's been some volatility in the last couple of days. So the 7%, the 7 days kind of giving us an average of seeing what's really happening. But I like to take the 7-day because it kind of smooths things out. Like, yeah, from day to day, there might be drops and pops, but 7-day gives you a nice, okay, this is what's happened recently on the broad stroke. Pepe, 52%, Hedera, 44%, Floki, 38%, Dog with Hat, 32%. Where's Richie at? Akash, 23%, so on and so forth. Shiba Inu, 14%. Not bad. Okay. Ton down 14%. That's small potatoes. It's going to be more volatile on the 24, though. Let's see. Wormhole up 20%. This is crazy. Okay. Wormhole was a bridge that got drained before. Now they launched again. And this thing is, it's probably people who don't remember Wormhole got drained before. But it's good to see. I'm not going to hate on nobody. Bonks up 13%. Phantom 5%. I got a Phantom story. That's crazy. Sold that thing on the bottom. Damn it. Immutable, I guess. I mean, we're gaining more than we're losing, so things are coming back. I mean, bouncing back a little bit. Immutable, 8% down. Core, that's a Bitcoin layer 2. Been learning about that, actually. I've been learning about a lot by Bitcoin layer 2s. So let me know if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff. I've been doing some research. I've also been doing research on DRC20s, which is Dogecoin. Altcoins on Dogecoin, which is pretty interesting. Ronin down 8%, Hedera down 6%. So you're telling me Hedera has been up 44% on the weekly, but it's down like 7-8% on the day. I'll take it. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Blind Dave, what's good, man? Liked. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Make sure to go follow Blind Dave. He's got a YouTube channel. He does a show every Thursday called Hash It Out, where he hashes it out with the homies. I can't make it again, man. I can't make it this time either, but hopefully next week. I've been busy, bro. Busy, but I always like to come out and hang out with you guys. It's always fun. Crypto OGs after my own heart. Gotta say that. They got some good perspectives on just overall crypto, and things happening in the world. I think it's a very well-rounded conversation, and it's fun. It's a kickback, hangout kind of thing. So make sure to check them out. I think it's at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard, at least my time. I'm over here in Southern Cali, so you know how it goes. Let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin. Actually, no. We'll do Fear and Greed now. That's a good progression. Fear and Greed Index at 72. We're back in greed. We used to be like at 60 like a week ago, into neutral. Now we're back into greed. You can see the Fear and Greed corresponds pretty nicely to what you see on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, the numbers on CoinMarketCap can be somewhat inflated or manipulated somewhat, but it's just a broad measure, guys. It's a good like measuring stick of what's happening. Like, it doesn't have to be 100%. You're going to see, oh, there's more green than red. Oh, there's double-digit gains, and then there's single-digit losses. Like, that's what you're looking for. You just want to get a feel, right? Like, the way you invest macro-wise is, it's not so precise, right? It's better to, like, understand the market, get a pulse for the market, get a feeling, like, investors call it catching rhythm. You're able to, like, feel that, right? Like, it's kind of like putting your head down to the ground and listening for hooves, like you just start to get familiar with it. Just familiarize yourself with it. Every single day you come up on the internet, which should be every day, Check coin market cap. Oh, this came out. This bad press came out. What's happening here? Bitcoin went down this much. What happened to all these altcoins? And then sometimes you could find, I guess you've already seen, I don't need to be on here all the time. But sometimes you can find altcoins that show relative strength in the face of Bitcoin weakness. And they're like, oh, what's happening right there? That could mean two things. There's something going on in that altcoin that is like people haven't found out about yet. And people are just sucking up every dip. Like there's a buying hand under that market. That could be happening. Or that altcoin has been sold so far down to death, there's no more weak hands left. No one's dropping it. Everyone else there is a strong hand because it's so low. That's also opportunity. I'm all about getting into things that, one, I can get an edge, a lot of people know about. And two, things so discounted, your downside is way, way less than your upside. That's opportunity. It doesn't matter about, but this is a most special tech. It's like, but are you late or not? Because investing is all about the potential ROI. Like, don't fall into the cult trap of it's only got to be this. It's only Ethereum EVM based things. Are you late or not? Because, 10x is a 10x, 100x is a 100x. But hey, maybe that's a hot take. I don't care. 29 people, what's up? Just hit the like. Growth Mafia. Growth Mafia, what's good? That's Vegeta. Is that Vegeta? Hey, Vegeta. I didn't know you. For real? Just kidding. I'm a big DBZ fan. Dragon Ball Z, I grew up on it. I used to think the louder I can yell, the stronger I got. No. But I like the thought. Following you for 3 years now. Ignacio, thank you. I've been around for 4. The content used to be a lot more rough around the edges now, didn't it? Now I got a nice little setup. I got a camera that's not facing up and grainy. I used to put you guys through hell back in the day, but now I'm doing a little better. I got ring lights. Wow. Time flies. It's been a journey, man. It's been a journey. Thanks for sticking around and watching it. It hasn't been pretty, but we're doing it. It don't got to be pretty though, In investing, guys, it's not gonna feel pretty. It's not gonna be easy. It never is. Anything in life worth doing is never easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it, So welcome to crypto. If you've been there for a while, thanks for keeping me company. Every single bear market feels just as horrible as the last ones. I mean, the first one probably feels the worst, to be honest. But every single bull market, it still feels good, but you know what's going to come next. You start to think of these things as like a cycle. The first bull market I went through, I thought, oh, Bitcoin's like the new standard. It's never going to go down. Wow. I'm not as naive anymore. Every single time, about every 4 years, there comes a time when money becomes easier to make. I think based on what I'm going to show you on the chart coming up, another one of those times is coming now. Now, this is nothing new. It's happened 3 times before. And we're going to try to use this event to our advantage to hopefully make your life easier, people's lives easier. Check some things off of your to-do list within your life. You know what I mean? I started in HBAR, DGB, in SOP. Many other gems because of you. Thanks, man. HBAR, man, I think there's something to that news. I think there's something to that news because they got too many partners, man. I've been talking about that for a long time. And when everyone hated on it being a centralized coin, it's like, not every blockchain needs to be centralized. I mean, decentralized, guys. I know you hate to hear that. It depends on the use case, right? Yes. Digital money needs to be very decentralized. It'd suck if someone 51% attacked Bitcoin and then took everyone's money, or it'd suck. But if you're, making a blockchain for businesses are inherently centralized. You know what I mean? So like from that standpoint, everything's a little more nuanced, a little more niched now. But I digress. I go on tangents sometimes. 35 people, what's up? Okay, this is Bitcoins. This is the Bitcoins. Up and to the right, that's all you got to remember. What's interesting though is if you drew like something under here, I think the stock to flow show it. No, forgot what shows that, but like the arc underneath here is kind of rounding out, which is suggesting these Bitcoin cycles aren't going up exactly linearly. They're actually diminishing in percent pumps, which is to be expected because you can't expect like 1 million market cap asset to go up as fast as a 10 million market cap asset to go as fast as a 1 billion market. You know what I mean? The heavier the asset gets, i.e. the market cap or the weight, the harder it is to push, i.e. the buy force, right? So you're going to start to see these pumps diminishing, but that's understandable, right? It's just becoming more bona fide, more accepted, more adopted. And with more adoption comes more money. More money comes more stability. We're watching that happen now. But with that said, every 4 years, pop. This was a joke, but pop. And I think we're getting to a more exponential move right here. I talk about the two. Why is this not showing up? I knew the whole chart was in there. My bad. I talk about a two-phased pump that we've been in since 2020. Futures. Sorry, guys. Bitcoin on Bitstamp. Guys, I'm streaming. What the hell? TradingView. Making me look like a noob. Here we go. So two-phase pump. We've seen it before in 2013. It's funny because most analysts come up on Twitter or, sorry, Elon X. Sorry, bro, X. Or like YouTube, and they talk about 2017 and 16, and they just copy and apply. And it's like, okay, go farther back. There's other cycles. And in 2013, we had a two-phase move within 2013. First pump up, bull shape, second pump up. First pump up, bull shape, second pump up. Dub Digital, that one, this is much longer. Isn't that a stretch? Well, it would take longer to move the same percentage if the market cap is bigger. It takes longer. Wouldn't you expect that? Yeah. But the reason I think we're going to more euphoric pump is because the people that are here now that weren't there back here. You had Three Arrows and, Sam Bankman-Fried and all those dudes like manipulating the market back here. Okay, Three Arrows and manipulate, but Sam Bankman and all that stuff, crazy leverage and everything. Now we got like Fidelity and BlackRock, and it's just a different echelon of money and pension funds and 401ks and IRAs. It's just like all the baby boomer wealth is here now and easily accessible. And we're sitting at all-time highs. It's going to be interesting to see what happens from here. Might there be a drawdown? Yeah, I said about to right here to 52,000, 50,000. That would make a 30% drawdown from 73K, I think. Math might be a little off. Don't. Chill out. Okay, it's not a freaking science project. But ultimately speaking, every single time we hit all-time highs from the previous cycle, we get chop right here. We got it right here. We got it right here. So what the hell's the difference with this right here? Ain't nothing different. It's going to go through some drop. That's okay. But then it's going to pop. And when it pops, booyah. It's not anything revolutionary. Nothing revolutionary at all. Man, if I have any new people here, I talk about it all the time, but here you go. I think we're going to hit somewhere on the 0.382 on this fib channel. The longer it goes, the bigger the possible upside could be. So a lot of people are saying in 2025, right? I'm hearing some people say August 2025. I just want to give you an understanding of the sliding scale. The fib channel right here would estimate about, almost $700,000 of Bitcoin. I'm not of the opinion, though, of 2005 being the end, because that's assuming a regular 4-year cycle, in which I don't think we've seen a regular 4-year cycle even since 2020. Was not the same. We got no euphoria phase. It was a very niche pump. It was like meme coins. It was AI. It was metaverse. It was Luna. It was a few, but not a wide altcoin season. We're starting to see those old coins wake up now. We're starting to see random coins pop off now. It's a more broad, inclusive altcoin season. So that's why I'm saying I think we're probably going to see the end of 2024 this thing conclude. That's my humble opinion. Doesn't need to be yours, but I'm just telling you what I think. So if you assume December 2024 top, that's almost, 350,000 a Bitcoin. If you assume October, because technically we've seen Bitcoin start to run up in price about 6 months after the halving. We just had the halving. That'll take us somewhere around 300K a Bitcoin. Now, what would that do to the altcoin market, guys? Any takers? Delicious. It's ginger tea. It would blow it to the sky. I'll blow it up. And I like that. I love it when altcoins blow up. It's like, guys, the most exciting time in my life, story time, was 2017. I felt like anything was possible, man. I was yelling BitConnect. I didn't invest in BitConnect, but it was hilarious. Everyone was doing it. I just said, screw it. If you haven't been in since 2017, you really haven't experienced an altcoin season. I don't care what you experienced thus far. It is not the same. It is built different. Get ready. I think it's coming. I smell it. The reason, I got a pulse for the market. I smell it. I've been around since 2013. I've seen this thing too many times, and people are starting to talk the same. Things are starting to move the same. It's reminding me of a 2016, 17 kind of market. But it might be different in the standpoint that it's not going to be as extended as people in 2017 are used to. I think it might be even a little more vertical than they're expecting, but not as long-lived, right? You want very fast, you want sharp, you want vertical, you don't get sustained. So, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I think it's going to take off a little faster than people think. It's going to take off a little harder than people think, and people are going to jump in right around the top and get wrecked. And that's what happens every single cycle, right? Majority of people get it wrong. So if the majority is telling you that they know what's going to happen, guarantee that they don't know what's going to happen. Because the majority never wins, especially in crypto. Most people don't make money in crypto. So you got to be a little contrarian when you're dealing with Bitcoin. It's not exactly going to wait around like, you guys are ready to go. Is it cool now? Ridiculous. So don't expect it to do that. 54 people, what's up? I love Digibyte. We love Digibyte. Welcome. I got them bars. Hello, future. H-bar, that blue chip crypto. Good to see you. Xavier, what's good, man? Always good to see you. You catch any mermaids? I know you've been fishing for some mermaids lately. I miss your old videos where you dedicated a whole video for one coin and all the research behind it. Yeah, see, the problem was Ignacio, I couldn't make them fast enough. They're all very, very produced. And it burned me out, right? So I like this. Yeah, I share the research with the people who have the attention span. You stick around, you get the gold. If you don't, hey, it's all good. I might do something like that later on, but I just do not have the time right now, man. But yeah, I get it. Let's see. Bitcoin dominance. Let's check it out. And I think it's more useful, right? Because maybe those videos are good in the bear market, when it's quiet, there's opportunity all over the place, but no one likes crypto. It's not sexy. Maybe at some point I might start doing that again. But right now, it's more important to stay on top of what's happening in the aggregate market. Because that's one thing that's what do you call it? It's relevant to everyone, not just X community or this community or that community. It's everyone needs to know what's happening with Bitcoin. Everyone needs to know what's happening with Bitcoin dominance. Everyone needs to know what's happening with Total 3. Everyone needs to know what's happening with DeFi market cap. Not everyone, but you know what I mean? A lot of people. And I'm trying to be the most useful for the most amount of people. Now, it might mean I don't get a lot of gain on my sub count, but I don't really care. I'm not here for that. I'm trying to help the people who want the help to navigate the cycle so they can do it successfully. I ain't chasing the sub count. That's a transition. That's a change of thought I had throughout my my journey here. 60 people, what's good? All right, y'all. So this is Bitcoin dominance. I mean, I talk about it every single stream. But basically, Bitcoin dominance, just so you know, has only gone down over time, not up. Back in 2000, I mean, this is where I got in at. Before Bitcoin dominance was even charted, I got in around here. And Bitcoin dominance was damn near 100% because there's only a couple altcoins. I mean, you know, Feather Coin, Dark Coin, whatever. And then it started dropping as the altcoins started to show up. 2016 dropped a little bit. And then at this point, I mean, Ethereum showed up. And then you see that big drop. And then a whole bunch of altcoins showed up. I mean, Litecoin was over here too, somewhere around here, right? 2014. And then so many, like Ethereum showed up, and then it was a Turing complete blockchain. And then a lot of coins started launching into Ethereum. And you see a big drop of Bitcoin dominance into them because we had the ICO craze. Mainly, most of those projects were Ethereum based because that was one of the main like layer ones back in the day. Now we got a bunch of layer ones. But a lot of that money rushed into Ethereum and ERC20 tokens. Now we're done with the history lesson, right? So if you notice one thing, Bitcoin dominance has only made lower highs this whole entire time. So just want to show you the evidence. I don't think we're going to see a future where Bitcoin dominance just negates the whole entire trend and just turns up like Maxi suggests. I don't think that's going to happen. Why? Not because I think that's not what the geometry says. It's ridiculous to think that. Bitcoin dominance will continue to go down as the space grows and matures. The longer crypto's around, and because it's decentralized, people can build their own protocols. Better protocols come out. Better tech comes out. I know. Bitcoin was the first, yeah, but it's not going to be the last. In fact, it isn't. The space has been growing exponentially. It's a new technology class. So, like, more projects come out, and Bitcoin will continue to lose dominance like it always has. Now, you'll see regions where it's gaining. This is actually not when Bitcoin's doing well. This is when the space is doing horribly. These are bear markets right here. So Bitcoin dominance really rises in the face of bear markets and like catastrophe. Why does that happen? Because people rush in when things get bad into Bitcoin so they could preserve their wealth a little better because it drops less percentage-wise in altcoins. Okay. But for the most part, guys, I mean, you know, I showed you this rising wedge 2020. This thing fell out of bed. This structure is over 2-3 years and is 3 times bigger in magnitude, which means I expect a bigger in magnitude drop. You know, the first resistance we should find is around 38%. There's another big resistance we've never touched before that was only reached back in January 2018 of 35%. Well, it'll be interesting. I'm not quite sure if it'll break through these or not, but I know for sure we'll at least reach down to 38%, which is a big gain. But you got to take into account this magnitude. The bigger structure should be a more powerful drop. Okay. So that's just telling you Bitcoin's sitting at a previous all-time high right now. Okay. Which means at some point, Bitcoin should go really high. Bitcoin dominance is damn near going to fall out of bed right now because a rising wedge is bearish. It's violated structure like a bunch of times. If you zoom up, you'll see that it touched this structure and got rejected. That's super bearish for Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance should also drop. So what does that mean? Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin dominance drops. That means the overall space is doing very, very well. And money is flowing out of Bitcoin and FOMOing into altcoins that are getting bigger percentage moves. That's how you use multiple charts to try to determine what's going to happen in the future. Let's go look at DeFi. Oh, actually, Total 3 is probably better right now. At the same time, this chart is showing the same exact thing, right? So we've had since 2021 to now, a 3-year triangle forming on the Total 3 market cap, which is all the money in crypto, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, this thing broke out, came back down. It might come down a little further based on if we drop or not. If we don't drop, it'll stay here. If we drop, it'll probably come back and tag right here, and then we'll go. But this is a retest, more or less. Now, this is the part where I lose people, but like this is measured move, height of the structure to the trend line from the breakout. This gets us to around $7 trillion in the total free market cap. So that means all the altcoins besides Ethereum and Bitcoin. I think at some point towards the end of the cycle, we'll have around a $10 trillion market in crypto. I just showed you how I got there. I am not guessing. That's 3 charts say the same thing in the same direction. I mean, you can ignore it. You can listen to your cousin down the street, your friend, your homie down the street who's telling you, well, Bitcoin's dead and it's going to go to zero. I mean, okay. I mean, where's their rationale? Nowhere. I'm trying to at least give you rationale. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about total DeFi market cap. DeFi is going to come back, y'all. Little cup and handle action. Gonna shoot right on up. And I think DeFi coming back is going to spur the need for interoperable projects. Because DeFi degens don't have no allegiance. They don't care at all. How do I know? I know them. They don't care. They want their APR. They want it now. First time you saw DeFi really pop off was 2020. The DeFi market cap increased approximately 7,000%. Do like a quick measure move. I mean, this is the first time I'm doing this, but just like assume, right? Where's the thing? Draw. Is it not the... I don't know. It'll probably get us... I'm gonna guess it. Upwards of 1 trillion DeFi market cap. We're currently sitting at 96 billion. This is in log. So you went regular, it'll look even crazier. I mean, that's around here. That's big. That'd be interesting. Just so you know, these charts are all in log. It's better to look in crypto in log. But Dub Digital, the market's not, I mean, the market could go down. Yeah, anything can happen. But you make money on getting in before it's obvious. That's where you make the money. Got a little cup. What the hell? I'm just a dude in the room, y'all. You don't got to listen to me. We don't got to at all. But all these charts are saying the same thing. It's confluence. You be the judge. You be the judge. Yeah, that's true. Keep them for the next bear. Sub Dub, I haven't time to tune in live. I do in the gym in the afternoons. Good. Keep that fitness up, y'all. It helps stay mentally sound. Make good decisions, handle stress. Now, sometimes you can't work out all the time. I'm running into some of that. But I like to work out from time to time. It makes me think clearer. So, but do whatever you want to do. I like DGen. Have you heard about the project? No. Richie, did you get any profits on the dog hat? Because I know you were piling a dog whiff hat. I'm ready for the run. Good. The run's going to be epic, by the way. It's going to be epic. Guys, look, this is the reason I think 2024, okay? 6 months that they're having is October. We have the election in November. Unless Biden just wants to abandon the election and drop out. He's going to put pressure on the Fed to make everything better. Whether that's like, I don't know. It probably doesn't have precedent to print. Ask them to print. That's kind of crazy. That's also like economic suicide. But he's probably going to put pressure on them to lower interest rates. The Fed has already come out and said they're going to lower interest rates last year. They said they're going to do it this year. It's a big consensus around Wall Street that they're going to lower interest rates in June during the June FOMC meeting. Okay. Now, with that said, it's not going to be exactly great for everyone if they lower interest rates, but it might be great for risk assets. See, like they lower interest rates, Crypto's going to go up, but so is cost of goods. So is inflation, right? I just think crypto's going to go up more. At the end of the day, I think this might be a short-lived event because once they start lowering interest rates and everything gets good, the stock market looks good and approvals on like political approval starts going up for certain people, then I think inflation might get out of control. And if you remember in 2021, I'm from SoCal and our gas was $7 a gallon back then. I think if they start playing around with, economic levers, I think the gas could get out of into double digits at that point. And at that point, people are going to get really, really loud. But at that point, it might be like after the election or whatever, and they'll raise interest rates really high. This has happened before in the 1970s. Look at the 1973 inflation and how Paul Volcker handled that. He took interest rates overnight to 20%. Boom. Collapsed everything. So I'm saying to you is when this thing runs, it could come to an end very fast. So make sure to pull your profits. Now that's all speculation, I guess. But tell me how they're going to handle this, right? They continue to have the interest rates high. Stock market comes down. Then they reprint. Things run up. Or they can hold it together for the election. Bring it down prematurely. Things run up. Then it comes down. But there's no real good solutions here. I think the Fed is backed up in a corner. And the answer, I think everyone's starting to find out, is gold is in all-time highs. Was it 2,500 an ounce? Because bankers are figuring it out. I mean, they know already, but central banks are buying it up. And then IMF came out and said Bitcoin is a good way to preserve purchasing power in the face of inflation. So Bitcoin's starting to catch a narrative too. Right around the time BlackRock got in there to be able to offer everyone Bitcoin. Whoa, that's weird. It's all lining up. Do you think AI going to run more than DeFi? No, but here's the thing. I like to invest in what I know. I know how to maximize DeFi, right? Between all the products and the yield aggregators and like yield farming and staking. And I know I was pretty active in 2020 in DeFi summer. And I was in some Telegram groups. I told you some of the strategies I like to use. Single coin stake, add a DEX, use the DEX coin to start investing in launchpad projects or really, really early projects. Those could 10x right away because they have small market cap. And it's just kind of like printing free money to invest into coins. Or you could just hold it and then sell it at a top, but at a certain point, man, it's figure out what you understand, figure out what you're good at, and then double down. Play to your strength. You could have some exposure to AI, but my whole standpoint of AI coins is yeah, they probably will go up because AI is on tip of everyone's tongue. But honestly, do they do that much? The coins themselves? I know AI itself is a big deal. Or is it just kind of like a gimmick? Not sure. But yeah, I think AI will be like meme coin-esque, but so will DeFi, right? People will say, oh, I just got Bitcoin and I can put my Bitcoin and make yield and I'm gonna put it here and do this. And when everything's euphoric, people get a little more risky. People get a little more liberal. They like to make money on their money. I mean, yield is never going to go out of style. Making money on your money, never. Sup, Dub? I got a job. Dope. Now we need a good dip so I can spend my paycheck on more Caspa. Cas, in my opinion, is the best long-term hold right now. Dope. Last Mac, I know we went through the bear market together, bro. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Let's give a round of applause to Last Mac. This dude sold his car to buy crypto at the bottom. That's freaking crazy. It's not crazy. That's being about it. That's being about it. Have you heard of BETH? EVM, yes, I have. If you could give a quick analysis, I think it has huge potential. I have a spreadsheet, to be honest. I gotta go look at it. I've been looking at a lot of Bitcoin layer twos. I've been looking at a lot, like dozens. So like I might be mixing it up. Honestly, I think some of the most Bitcoin layer 2 solutions there are, at least that I've seen right now, there's more, there's always more. I got to look at more. Is probably Stacks and Core are the first the two I can think of, but they're obviously the highest. BEVM, I can't like remember exactly what makes it different. But yeah, there's a bunch of them. I mean, we can go on and do a whole freaking episode on that, you know. BRC20s, Bitcoin layer 2s, DRC20s. Ain't no one talking about DRC20s. But I think that might come out of nowhere. WIF gave me 4-digit profits with little investment. I hope the same with Doge Chain. Yeah. Yep. Be on the lookout. Speaking of DRC20s, Lil Birdie told me, ETH, ETF going to happen? Yeah, of course. Of course. They love ETH. They love ETH. They could get rid of Bitcoin and just have ETH, they would. Account-based blockchain. They have, could freeze people spending stuff. Yeah, I love ETH. Of course it's going to come. Why wouldn't it? And when the ETH ETF comes, I think that's what's going to spur a big altcoin season, because money's going to pile into ETH. And ETH is smart contract compatible. You could spend ETH into the ecosystem, what do you call it? It's altcoin ecosystem, and just flows downhill from there. And with these interoperable projects like WanChain, Layer 0, so on and so forth, it's just going to be able to leak out easier. Now people say, oh yeah, like ETF price kind of pumps that individual coin's price, but nothing else. It's like, okay, guys, you're assuming that none of the ETH whales are going to rediversify their profits. I think people are going to rediversify into other altcoins in the anticipation of another ETF coming through the pike. It's going to happen. Y'all know it's going to happen, right? I know it's going to happen. But yeah, that's what it is, y'all. The Bitcoin's doing well. Is doing okay. There's a whole saying, selling may go away. We might have a correction, but I don't care about that. I've been holding all the way since back here. I've been holding for approximately 3,850 days. Does it look like I care about a little dip? In between that time, I watch Bitcoin go down 86%, 83%, 77%. What's another 15%, man? It was waters off a duck's back at a certain point. And to be honest, I was holding a lot of altcoins back then too. So like I've been seeing like 97%. Don't get so flustered. These things are normal in this space. It moves like tech. It's exponential. It's very aggressive. A lot of people get shaken out when they see some volatility because it's greater than stocks. It's not made for everyone. If you're in crypto, you're playing for all the chips. It's not exactly like a tame market. But that's the most enticing thing about it, isn't it? It's not a tame market. You don't make life-changing wealth with tame. Maybe with compounding over a whole lifetime. But like this opportunity is here now. Just as baby boomers had the stock market, basically got in at the bottom and rode it all the way up. They've had housing bubble, all that stuff. They've had multiple bubbles to ride. Some of them have the .com bubble, multiple. This one's like 10 bubbles put into one, just the way it moves. Not all the time chances like this come along. You know, it's just hard to ride. But that's why I always say buy low, sell high. That's the way you protect yourself the most in crypto. More than making gains is more important than protecting your capital, right? So that's why I like to invest throughout the cycles. I'm not trying to jump in, jump out, do all this crap, maybe with a portion of your bag, but you better be pretty like, if you're doing that, you better like know what you're doing. You know, you better take it seriously and treat it like a job, because that's what it is, man. Like day traders, that's a skill. That's a skill you need to hone and respect and like dedicate resources to get better, invest in yourself. Like if you're not doing all that, you're probably better being a long-term investor. It's more forgiving. The time frame just is a little more. And I don't really believe in leverage on crypto because it's so unpredictable, even for people who trade leverage for a living. You know, I'm about investing, not really about gambling, and that's what leverage trading is mainly for most people. So have some patience, man. We're gonna get there. It's gonna be 6 months or so. I think Bitcoin's gonna be higher, and if Bitcoin goes higher, alts will go even higher. And then you scale out, somewhere around the top. You leave with more money than you came. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't want to hear this whole thing. I mean, I'm seeing people already talking about. No lie, I saw someone on Hedera's be like, "Oh, I think we can go to $5 a cycle, but because we went up so fast, I think we can push it to $8 a cycle." It's like, based off what? That's off a hope. I mean, 5 from a 10x, that seems reasonable, but once you start moving that goalpost, that's the dangerous part. Because you could always have a little more, right? You could always get a little more. Oh, if I could hold a little more, I can get that. I can, instead of getting an Accord, I could get a Mercedes. But if it goes a little higher, instead of Mercedes, I could get a Lambo. If it goes a little higher, instead of Lambo, I can get a yacht. Man, there's always another level. But when is enough enough? And I'm not saying that to judge anybody. I'm judging my previous self because I used to be there. I got a little humility on this channel. I've been there. I've done that. I've done everything. Not exactly the right way, too. Wake and stake, then chill. Amen. Amen. You know, just figure out how much you want to sell, how much you want to keep. And then once we're in blue sky breakout, we need to be a little more defensive. But we're not there yet. Bitcoin's risen up to all-time high. And every single time it's done that, show me a time it didn't break out. A lot of people point at this time. They say we didn't do a breakout from here. Well, if you look at it from a standpoint of a two-phase pump, it looks similar, right? It just doesn't look exactly the same. Think about it, man. Why the hell would BlackRock show up? To get crapped on? That make any sense? Does Larry Fink look like an idiot? Do you think Larry looks stupid? No. Just move with the big boys, man. Hey, they're moving in. Okay, let's do this. They control markets, bro. You can't even fathom how much money, like our little minds can't even fathom how much money they have. One of the biggest asset managers in the world. You think they just got there through what? Luck? It's going down. It's going down because the right people are here now. But yeah, guys, that's about it. I was monologuing, man. What's going on a tangent? 70 people. I come up on here twice a week. So if you can follow me, that's cool. Make sure to check Player Chain out. I'm going to be actually doing spaces coming up soon. And check out Blind Dave's channel. They do the hash it out. It's fun. If you like this style, you're going to like that style. And appreciate you guys showing up week in, week out, month in, month out. It's been a long journey. I think things are going to get more exciting in the next couple months. But until then, I'm going to keep showing you these charts. And we're going to talk about it. And we're going to look at the market. And I'm going to say the same thing because macro charting basically doesn't change that much. I'm not looking at it and saying, oh, because this happened, I'm changing my stance because that. No, I'm holding on to my prediction because it's over a longer time frame. I don't care about the noise. You shouldn't either. All you have to do is buy, hold, then sell at somewhere around the top. You're not going to hit the top. It doesn't matter if you hit the top or not. All that matters is that you get profit. And then you make yourself whole. You pay things off. You purchase things you need. You help people out. You need to take advantage of this cycle because I think that worse economic times are coming down the pike. Because if crypto and stocks go up, guys, that's good for you for now. But the rest of the world is still screwed, right? There's a lot of people who don't have crypto and stocks. So the rest of the world is not exactly getting any better. At some point, we're going to see unemployment go up because we're starting to see people get laid off from fast food jobs. They're starting to automate them. Just look at the trend. Look around. Stay aware. Look at the news. What's happening around you? Don't just ignore what's happening around you. Everything's sick. There's not sustainable. There's something wrong with the economy. You can feel it. You can't buy as much anymore. You can't travel as much because gas is up. You can't live in as nice of a place because rents are up. You can't buy a house because ain't no one selling because no one wants to get a new interest rate. Something's wrong. So just remember that. So get your profits and then help yourself out a little bit because I think there's going to be more turbulence down the pike. But that's enough of that. My name's Dub Digital. Check me next Tuesday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll check y'all later. Peace.